This is a recap of the general membership meeting from August 7th at 11 a.m. We did the Investigator of the Month, which was Jonathan Jorsch. It was presented by his Sergeant Duncan. And then we went into the communications, and that included the contract opener. We do currently have a contract opener that's been taking place. The first meeting was on July 8th. Our next meeting is going to be this Friday, the 22nd. We have 31 members in all on that bargaining team. There's actually 4 of us at the table and 27 of us in a committee type environment afterwards that we go over all the issues. We would hope to have a contract by the end of the year, but remember, our current contract runs through next July, and so we're good till then. You also are guaranteed that 4% pay raise next July. We, regarding the captains and lieutenants, we had a meeting with them here to ask if they wanted us to even seek out a car allowance in lieu of the current way that they do it. They voted not unanimously, but overwhelmingly to remain exempt and for us not to ask for a car allowance. The health assessments, we've got to do the health assessments once again this year. You must do your health assessment online between now and October the 31st in order to even be eligible for next year's lower rate on insurance. You will still have to get the 500 points, but those mean nothing if you do not get your health assessment done between now and October 31st. The captain test and assessment has been complete. The sergeant test was on July 25th, and the sergeant assessment is upcoming. We're still doing gun purchases here at the HPOU. It's being done through Tim Butler, our treasurer. All gun purchases that are done here are at cost. We make nothing at all off of the gun purchases. He has AR base models right now in stock, and he's also ordering ammunition for an upcoming order. If you're interested in ordering ammunition, you need to get with Tim Butler at the number listed in the calendar. There's also a commemorative rifle that has been, we've been selling auction tickets. We've been having a table set up outside our membership meeting. If you're interested in one of those commemorative rifles, you can contact Black Gold Guns. They're selling those commemorative rifles for HPD. And the reason that we're promoting those is they are giving us 2 donating to the Police Foundation to be auctioned off. RMS issues, we know that there's still ongoing RMS issues. There is still a 24/7 hotline, but it's only going to be available for a few more days. It may continue for a few extra days on days and evenings, but on night shift, it'll be ended very quickly. That phone number is 832-394-4500. We did file 1 contract grievance, which is currently pending, regarding the promotional exam for lieutenants. We had an MOU with the city to where we're not going to have to worry about any delay in the testing. It was simply an issue that needs to be resolved regarding the 65 hours of college, and we hope to have that resolved before the upcoming assessments. The barbecues that we were doing at different stations each month are starting up again. Our next one will be on August 27th, which will be next Wednesday, and that will be at the Southwest Command Station. The 100 Club has agreed to sponsor a post-traumatic stress disorder book geared solely for police officers. We currently have one that is geared for combat veterans, and the same author, this Chris Atzett, is going to now be working on one that's going to be geared solely for police officers who are experiencing PTSD, and that is going to be funded 100% by the 100 Club, about a $20,000 donation. So if you know any members of that club, thank them for the generous donation to help out police officers. Our peer support group is live. It has already been utilized several times. It's a 24-hour, 7 days a week, 365-day-a-year phone number of 832-200-3499. That's 832-200-3499. That's led up by our Vice President, Joe Gamaldi. If you have any questions about that, if you don't want to call one of the counselors at that number, you can call Joe Gamaldi and he'll give you additional information at that. His number is listed in the calendar. You can reach him here at the HPOU Monday through Friday from about 8 until 5 at 832-200-3401. Tomorrow night, Wednesday the 20th, at 7 p.m. here at the HPOU, the City of Houston Community Affairs is going to be doing an active shooter class. I would encourage you to encourage your high school age kids, your wife, your husband, or any of your kids' teachers that want to come over here at the HPOU at 1602 State Street at 7 p.m. tomorrow night. It's about an hour-and-a-half presentation. It's very well done, and it'll teach you what to do if you're in an active shooter situation. If you have small kids in elementary school, it is not geared for them. So we're not going to have any small children here. But anybody in high school or above, this is a great program to come over and check out. If you can't do that, I'd at least encourage you to go on online and Google Run, Hide, Fight video, and there's a link there for the HPD video, which again tells you what to do in those situations in an active shooter. At each one of our meetings, we promote our conflict attorneys. We have 4 full-time attorneys here, and sometimes when you have a conflict case and a person has to be referred out of the HPOU, sometimes folks think that they're getting a second-rate attorney, and that's just not the facts. We have at least 3 contract attorneys who go out on calls on our shooting situations and help with conflict cases. They're Carson Yoakum, Nicole DeBoard, and Kim Parks. And of course, we also, if you have letters or ID investigations, sometimes we use other folks like Music and some other attorneys. But no attorneys do we refer you to that we do not believe are top-rate attorneys, and will give you the same quality legal advice that you get right here at the HPOU from the 4 full-time attorneys working here. Elections are coming up for the HPOU elections. The sign-up will be from September the 2nd at 10 a.m. until October the 2nd at 10 a.m. And both the vice president positions are open, and all the even-numbered board positions. So if you're interested in running for one of those, come to the HPOU Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, 3rd floor, and you can see Will Reiser or Kim Marino working Will Reiser or Lisa Marino working the window here on the 3rd floor. Our picnic, if you have attended one of the annual HPOU picnics, you'll want to make sure you put down October the 18th on your calendar. If you haven't attended, I would encourage you to bring the family out to do this. It's at 10 Hall out in the Cypress area. We have tickets at the front desk here. You can pick them up Monday through Friday, 8 to 5. You do have to have tickets, but they're completely free of charge. You come by here and pick them up and plan to bring out your family on October the 18th at 10 Hall for our annual picnic. The Metro merger update, there's still a possibility that this will happen, but it's extremely slim. I don't believe it's going to happen. I believe Metro will be remaining on their own, and they will not be a part of the Houston Police Department. Generic cholesterol and diabetes home medication is free of charge if you have it delivered to your home. However, you have to first pay that $100 prescription deductible per year, and after that, there is no copayment. It's completely free. You may have noticed I messed up Lisa Marino's name a minute ago. We do have 2 new employees here. The first one is Heidi. She works at the front desk. She's the first person that you see if you walk into the front desk. And also Lisa, she's on the 3rd floor. She's the first person you see when you come up here to speak with any of us. So if you're by here, say hi to Heidi or Lisa, 2 of our new valued employees here at the HPOU. Some reminders here. Make sure that you keep your field notes. The law says that anything that you take down in the field as far as notes, even if those are transcribed into an offense report, the defense attorney could ask for those field notes. So make sure that you keep those. Our chief of police is not making us tag them in the property room at this point, but make sure that you keep them somewhere that if you have to testify in a criminal court case and they ask for your field notes, that you'd be able to produce them. The outer vests, as you know, are approved. We also have an undershirt that has been approved that's a lot lighter than the regular police shirt. You can have the patches put on the shoulders, and as long as you're wearing that outside vest, no one will know that you're not wearing our official HPD shirt. The chief has authorized this one shirt to go underneath, and don't go buy it until you see the circular and make sure you get the right one. But the chief has made it very clear that you are going to be hammered if he sees you without your vest on if you're wearing one of those shirts that's not the official HPD shirt. So if you're inside the office and you want to wear that lighter shirt, you got to keep your vest on. Otherwise, wear the official HPD shirt and you're in the office and you don't have to worry about having that vest on. Several other reminders. We want to make sure that you will complete restricted voter information and Harris County Appraisal District information. You can go online to get both of these forms. We also have them at each one of our meetings on the first Thursday of each month here. You and your spouse can restrict your voter information, and then you can restrict your name so that it doesn't appear on the Harris County Appraisal District. That's for police officers and judges and the spouses of those folks. So if you're interested in doing that, come by here and pick up one, or you can go online and download one of the forms. We ask that you email you can go to our email link at hpou.org and make sure that you update your address with us, your email address. That is the best way for us to communicate. We will update you on anything that we have upcoming. If you received one today talking about the active shooter class coming up, we have your email address. If you didn't receive one, we don't have the email address, or we have an incorrect one. So make sure you go online at hpou.org and update that. We never, ever sell your email address to anyone. For those who are thinking of retiring, we ask that you please see one of the Public Safety Financial Group folks for a free, no-obligation financial analysis. And just as an FYI, they used to be housed right here in the HPOU building. They have moved now just one house down to the property that's owned right next to us by the Texas Police Trust, and they now lease that house out. So by the end of this month, they'll be completely moved out. Their phone numbers are going to remain the same. So if you have any questions about your deferred comp or retiring, make sure you get in touch with Allison Bryan or the other Bryan over there at Public Safety Financial Group. We also urge you to utilize the urgent care centers instead of the emergency rooms if it's not a true emergency. We have a list of those here at the HPOU that you can pick up that are approved by our health plan. That will be a $60 copayment as opposed to a $300 copayment. So we ask that you please consider using those urgent care centers if it's not a true emergency. Reminder also, if you will go online to hpou.org, you can click on to sign the petition for the National Law Enforcement Day. This is a national holiday that we, as well as many police agencies throughout the United States, are pushing for a national holiday to honor those law enforcement officers who've paid the ultimate price and given their lives in the line of duty. Also urge you to use the sobering center as opposed to the jail if it's a simple PI. It takes about 5 minutes. Once you've done it once, you'll probably want to do it more often because it is a relatively easy process. Please also wear your seatbelts. We've made a commitment to the chief that every one of our meetings that will remind our people to please wear your seatbelts. I just returned from a conference where an insurance agent spoke about the percentage of police officers who wear their seatbelts is almost half of the number of the general public who wear their seatbelts. So let's get those numbers up, and each time you get in that car, put your seatbelt on. Reminder to like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter at HPOUTX, and tell your family and friends to do the same. Our next meeting will be here at the HPOU right after Labor Day on September the 4th, Thursday at 11 a.m. Every member is invited to attend. We hope to see you there, and we hope that you'll spread the word about this video being placed online after each meeting so that folks who can't attend on the first Thursday of each month can at least see what we're talking about at the HPOU meeting. I appreciate it, and I want to personally thank Don Egdorf for each month coming in here and doing this videotape so that we can get it out to our membership. So thank you very much.